Hello, now we're at video 2. Lots happened since video 1. As you can plainly see right off the bat, I've taped off the cavities. And I actually put a sanding sealer on it last night. And sanded that down, and it's good. I put 3 coats on. And it's about ready to get painted. I just need to get the paint in. And so what are we going to do? Are we going to do clear or white pearl? And I actually didn't have any suggestions. People were watching it on YouTube, but nobody ever left any remarks. That's alright. I had some remarks on Facebook, and the winner from Facebook was a white pearl. So we're going with white pearl. I got a bridge in. This was the old bridge, tremolo bridge. Pretty worn out, lots of rust and corrosion, and it's salvageable. It's still in good shape. You know, it's solid. And a couple of the springs I replaced with some looser springs, but like I said, it's like that one, very loose. This one's the standard springs. And I got, like I said, just kind of a Fender style fixed bridge. And I don't know if you remember from the last video, but I was worried that there was going to be a little bit of overhang from the tremolo arm of the last one, and there was. And I, like I said, would overcome that. Oh, that looks nice. By means of something or other. So I ended up putting a piece of wood in there, and I think that's actually mahogany. I just had that laying around. No, that may not be mahogany. I can't remember what that is. And I just filled it up with some filler, glued it in. Underneath here is only a 1/2 inch thick. It's stepped off. I can't show you right now because basically imagine it like this, or more or less like this. Okay, where I drilled in right here is only a 1/2 inch thick, and these screws over here that hold the plate are 1 inch thick, and a 1/4 inch at the top is non-threaded, so that would have been bad news. So I put 2 pieces of wood in there, and they're wedged in there real nicely, which helped keep the glue together. And then I sealed it up, and then I painted it with that sanding sealer. Ready for some paint. I got some Stuart McDonald white pigment with some lacquer coming in. And I'm going to be putting in some blue shimmer white pearl. So it's a white pearl with some kind of blue shimmer. Give it a nice little blue hue. The black, the JS1000 is a black pearl, but it has kind of a gold pearl tint to it. So I figured I would do blue with this, because blue looks really nice with white anyway. And I got some 500K pots coming. These were $250. Don't exactly know why. Maybe they just didn't have them around, or it just might have been because of the hardware. I had a 5-way switch come in, but it was the wrong one. I needed a multi-pot switch in order to achieve the automatic coil tap feature, which is what I'm trying to get. Not a big deal, only a couple bucks for the switch. It's an unused switch, so maybe I can try and either send it back or resell it. Probably the latter half. So this is the old wiring. This is the stuff that I'm replacing. This is the 3-way switch. This is the original knob that came with it, original pots, everything here. And there's this big, massive capacitor. It's only a 0.02, and it's that big. I mean, almost as big as my thumbnail. So God knows how old it is. Anybody watching this, if you can give me any advice, I've sent in a few requests to DiMarzio. They're helping me out with some of the wiring diagrams, but I haven't had any response on a capacitor. what size. So I'm getting 500K pots, 5-way super switch, multi-pot super switch, a DiMarzio Cruiser, and DiMarzio Breed. Now that being said, all that, is that going to matter what kind of capacitor I put in? And if it does, what kind of capacitor do I put in? What size? If anybody knows and they watch this, any advice would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep waiting until somebody from either DiMarzio or some of the other people who I've contacted give me some advice. Look at this thing. This thing is huge. Anyway, the only place I could find a replacement for this was at Stuart McDonald. I was planning on keeping it, but it fell down the stairs and part of the lip up here cracked, so this is all kind of loose now. Besides the fact that it was snapping and crackling every time I wiggled the cord anyway, so I needed to get a new one anyway. I might have thrown it down the stairs on purpose, just to give myself a reason to get a new one. Don't tell anybody though. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It's been sealed. It's been nicely finished. Everything's ready as far as holes. The next step is paint. Paint this sucker. And then after that, I'm going to start getting the electronics in. And I promise that when I do the electronics and stuff, I'll have the camera rolling on that. I have a very small room in which I'm painting in, and it's actually winter, so hopefully it goes right. I'm kind of keeping the room heated with a little space heater, which doesn't necessarily make it to about 70 degrees, but I don't want to wait a few more months for it to get warm outside. So when I get to the hardware section and stuff like that, I'll use the camera. I just can't right now because, like I said, the room's small and I don't want to get the camera all painted, although this is the greatest camera in the world. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you posted. Later.